Hey everyone, Luis here. We just got access to the new Grok 2 beta, and in this video I'm gonna talk a little bit about it and what things you can do that you cannot do in other platforms. The cool features and how we are using it so far for us, and just for you to also see if it is useful for you. And at the end of this video, I'm also gonna tell you my opinion, which one is the best. Is it now Grok 2? Or is still Claude AI or ChatGPT? So Grok, what is Grok? Grok is the chatbot from X, or formerly Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And he just released in beta the Grok 2, which is their newest large language model. And it can do a couple of cool stuff that I'm going to talk in this video. First, in order for you to access Grok 2 here on Twitter or X, you need to be a premium user. So if you're not going to be able to access that, at least for now. But if you are a premium user, you can, here on the left, you can just go to Grok and you're going to be able to test it. We just had access to the Grok 2 Mini, and just yesterday we just got access to the full Grok 2, and I'll just tell you a little bit what you can do that you cannot do in other platforms. So first thing, and I think the most important thing that you can do with this large language model is you can access you can access Twitter or X in this case in real time, and you cannot do this with any other language model. So basically, what you can do in this case, for example, you can ask Grok what are the most recent news about AI in this last week, and it will go and check all the trending tweets, what is trending at the moment about AI. It will check the biggest accounts on X about it, and it's just going to start give me here a full kind of review of the most current news, current trends in the AI in this last week, and it's pretty accurate. I that's my sense. And here at the end you can see it also gives you the tweets where it's grabbing this information from, which is really useful. And you can also see who is posting about it, and you can even click on it and go to the tweet. This is for me one of the really interesting things you can do, because you can have access to Twitter or X in real time, and you can access to a lot of things that are trending, and I think that's the big difference when you ask, for example, even ChatGPT now has a search functionality. I feel that a lot of times is more generic, is not really specific for just like the last couple of days or last week. Even Perplexity, and I use Perplexity a lot for research, I just find like Grok a bit more, I think, on point on recent news, rather than like even on Perplexity and stuff. When I ask for what are the current news from like just last 24 hours, a lot of times it gives me news. So sometimes give me news of more older news, where Grok, I just feel that it just goes and grabs the most current information. Again, of course, it depends on the information that it is on Twitter. So just be careful with that, because not everything is accurate. But in any of the other models, like, you always should be checking the answers. But if you do a lot of research, if you use X or Twitter for getting information on news, on trends, etc., definitely try Grok 2, because it has real-time access to it. The second feature that is pretty cool and you can have access to it using Grok is image generation. It looks like Twitter or Grok or X in this particular case, Grok is using Flux 1 as their image model. And for you who don't know about it, it's quite a recent model that is being trending all over the internet, and a lot of people are saying that it's Midjourney killer, because it's saying that it's better than Midjourney. To be honest, there is stuff that Midjourney is better, but this model is really good as well, and it looks like that Grok integrated with it. So it creates pretty cool images with really good quality. But the most interesting thing about it is that it has no censorship whatsoever. So basically you can create almost anything you want. If you go and try to create Elon Musk dressed in a Spider-Man on ChatGPT or any other platform, it will not allow you to do it, because it's it's a public figure, it's trademark, etc. Apparently Grok, you can create anything you want. So people are going crazy with this, and the quality is pretty good as well. I don't think he's using the hyper realistic LoRa model with Flux. but you know, hopefully in the future it will. But right now, for a lot of the image generation, it will be more than enough for you. So to be honest, right now for us is the platform we use to create images at the moment. There is also others like FreePic and a couple of other free, or they have a free version that you can use. But because we have access to Grok and we are a premium user, we just use Grok to create images. It's a lot better than DALL-E and ChatGPT by far. So if you don't have access to Midjourney, if you're using ChatGPT to create images, definitely go and have a look at Grok, because it's a lot better, the quality. And finally, the third thing you can do, which is attached to the first feature, which is you can then create things. For example, in this case, I'm creating a blog article about a specific Twitter thread. And this is something, again, that you cannot do with other models, which is you cannot paste a next link in ChatGPT or Claude, or you know, and you cannot paste it and say go and create me content similar to this, or base the content of my LinkedIn post on this, etc., because they don't have access to X, to Twitter. And that's the pretty cool thing about Grok, which is it has access to it, so you can literally just post a Twitter thread and ask it to give you a summary, to create a blog article, to create some ideas about it, and it will write. In this case, it wrote me an entire article about the Twitter thread that you can see it at the end as well, the entire Twitter thread, which is pretty good. Okay, so that's, I think, the three main things you can do, which is basically search in real time for information, generate images with really good quality using Flux One in Grok, and then the third thing is you can literally paste X or tweets and threads in here, and it will be able to read them, and you'll be able to create content around it. So should you use Grok? Should you get it or not? By the way, it's still a beta or beta, how you gonna call it. So I'm sure you'll get better and better. And Elon Musk even saying that Grok 3, that supposedly will come out at the end of the year, we don't know, it will be the best model like that exists. Right now, in my personal opinion, I still believe for the day-to-day, ChatGPT or Claude. I would say ChatGPT for the day-to-day, for content creation, potentially Claude AI, but both of them are pretty good. But I'll still say that ChatGPT is still the king. It's still the best model out there at the moment. But Grok 2 is picking up, and for specific things like research, image creation at the moment, if you don't have access to Midjourney or any other model, I'll definitely recommend you to use, because the quality is really good and it has access to real time to Twitter. So hopefully this video is useful. Let me know in the comments if you're using it, what kind of things you're doing with it. We'll be more than curious to know, and we will keep testing this, and we'll keep sharing with you what are the possibilities and the capabilities of Grok. So hopefully you like this video.